Hey YouTubers, what's going on? It's Greg again coming at you with another video. Doing an oil change on my lawnmower right after the winter, right before spring, so it could be ready. I figured I'll go ahead and do a video because I'm actually gonna do like a little tune-up to go with it, and not just really an oil change. So today I'm gonna go ahead and change out that spark plug right here, and the oil filter. The air filter right here, and then of course the oil's got to be changed, and it's over here on the left side. So here is the Bolens lawnmower. I actually bought this one from Lowe's maybe about a year ago. This is actually a pretty good mower. One thing I do recommend is when you do use gasoline with this, use like a Briggs and Stratton kind of like fuel treatment with it, so that way your motor will actually last you a lot longer than using just plain regular gas. Okay, guys, and here's the stuff you're gonna go ahead and need. You're gonna need obviously an oil pan and a funnel. The impact is optional if you need it. Just remove some stubborn bolts. Of course, you're gonna need your motor oil, your filter. You have three sockets here, a new spark plug, a spark plug gapping tool, and then also have a spark plug remover if you don't have deep sockets. Of course, you have a little ratchet, and then you have a flathead screwdriver to remove the dipstick on the mower. And this is the product I'm telling you about right here. So go ahead and mix this with your gasoline right here, and it'll actually save your fuel, and it actually helps with better quick starts. So I'm going to go ahead and put the mower on the ground and go ahead and start doing everything for you guys. Alright, so on this mower, I'm going to go ahead and remove these three bolts right here, which are right here on the top. Just these three simple bolts. It's going to be a 5/16 socket. I'm going to use my impact just to extract them. I'm not going to really use them to tighten it because I don't want to strip the threads and of course crack the bolts or mess anything up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts off right here real quick. And the reason why I'm taking off the cover also is because it does make it a little bit easier to dump the oil out from here. Also do want to check everything on top, make sure everything's good, there's no damage here. So as you can see, I have no damage on my metal here. Okay, I have no damage to my coil. Okay, the ignition wire is actually good, so I don't have anything to worry about here. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is take off the spark plug so that way no one gets hurt. And on your spark plug, if you don't have a spark plug remover tool, you can use a deep socket. This is going to be a 5/8 deep socket that will take it off. But I do have the spark plug remover tool, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that tool instead. And also, if you can't get the spark plug boot off, you can use a flathead to try to pry off the boot. But usually they're pretty easy to come off. I'm going to use this end right here. And as you can see, the spark plug actually is pretty bad right here. You can see it's all worn out. So this is a Champion spark plug right here. They have a brand new one. I'm going to go ahead and install in there. Also, another thing is when you do buy your lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, whatever it is you're buying, before you actually start it, go ahead and remove your spark plug and check the gap right away. So that way when you buy a new spark plug and you install it, you already know the gap, just have it written down and just re-gap it. And you just need a little tool like this. This is actually one I bought from Walmart, a little hyper tough one, like 97 cents. They're not expensive at all. Okay, and right now I'm going to go ahead and remove the air filter housing part right here. And the filter is actually going to be very, very dirty. I'm actually doing the first tune-up on it since I bought the mower. So as you can see, this filter is extremely dirty. They say you can wash these over and over, reuse them. I really don't. I'll probably wash it out once and then reuse it one more time, and that's about it, which is what I did when I bought the mower. Also, you want to make sure you check inside here and make sure it's not too dirty. If it is, just get yourself a regular shop rag and go ahead and clean it up, so that way no dirt or debris gets into the new filter you're just about to put in. Okay, so now that I clean up the housing a little bit with the air filter, these you don't just stick in there. You're actually gonna just put a little bit of motor oil on them and actually squeeze it out through it like a sponge, so that way you can actually lubricate the filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze it like a sponge, so that way it gets all the way in there. Alright, and now we're just gonna go ahead and put this on there, which will just go like this. Perfect. And then I gotta clean the inside of this little housing right here. As you can see, it's all dirty. So we'll go ahead and clean that up. Okay, so then also you gotta check out the old spark plug I got right here. And we're gonna go ahead and check the gap on it, which is about 0.023. So about right there. And that's where we want our new spark plug to be at. Right there. And we're still not going to put it in because we still have to actually drain out the oil. So I'm going to put the cover back on and we'll go ahead and start draining the oil out. Okay, so and then for the motor oil, it's going to be right here. If you're not able to twist it off with your hand like that, that's going to be perfectly fine. All you need is a big flathead screwdriver. Stick it in there at the corner and twist it. Just going to go ahead and remove the dipstick. As you can see, the oil was already starting to get black. So I'm going to go ahead and change it just in time. Okay, and there also is a little trick to actually drain out the oil on here. You do have to put the pan in at a little angle and then tip the whole mower itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And pretty much the pan's going to go like this. And you got to go ahead and flip the mower over on its side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you real quick. We're sticking the pan at an angle. We're going to dump the mower over. Here comes all the oil. So now you can see all the motor oils actually coming out of there. Slowly but surely. And that's what we want. We're going to go ahead and let that drain off for a little while. Now I'm just going to go ahead and just dump oil in there and go ahead and start measuring out the dipstick and make sure I do put the amount of oil, the right amount of oil, make sure I don't overfill it. And of course your dipstick's going to have a little arrow right here, let you know where it needs to be at. So just like with the car, so we're going to twist it on there. You're going to see where the oil level is at. If you need more oil, then obviously we'll just add more oil. So don't even have anything in there yet. Go ahead and dump that whole bottle in here. drip all inside the motor. This is the oil I'm using today. Clean off this. Tighten this up. Dump off the oil right here. We'll go ahead and take this bad boy off and see where the oil is at. Perfect. Right on the money. Wipe off that dipstick, stick it back in here, tighten it, and you're already done. Boom. And now I'm going to put the 3 bolts back on the top, and it's going to go ahead and be the 5/16 drive for that. Alright guys, so I went ahead and put the cover back on, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the back part over here, so that way I can get this mower started, and I'll go ahead and get that going. So for that Bolens mower, the bolts back there to tighten it is going to be a 1/2 inch drive on those. And the last things I got to do is actually put the spark plug on and then put gas and then crank this bad boy up. Alright guys, and if you can't fit the spark plug in there with your hand just like this, that's going to be completely fine. Just stick it into the end right here, onto the spark plug tool. Find the hole where it's at, and just tighten it like this. And don't over tighten it, I just do it on my hand. Boom. Snap the button, and you're done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give this bad boy a few pumps and see if she cranks up in one hit. Hopefully she does. If not, I'll take a couple pulls and she's going to crank up. And I'm going to do 5 primes on this one. Sounds beautiful. Thanks guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoy the video.